Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Neil McPherson here. Thanks for taking a minute to check this out. I'm excited to share my new training and tool combo called Creator Agency AI, which I think is really a great time for this right now. Okay, so AI is AEO, excuse me, is rising in popularity. We've been talking about that a lot recently. Ranking your clients in the search engines, answer engines, etc. And some of the best clients for these are people with expertise, right? Because a lot of those answers are how to, right? How do I, make money flipping homes, or whatever the case is. Okay, so creators are actually a fantastic market that I've been working with for the last 15 years. Generated millions of dollars in sales, brokered tons of deals. So I really have working with them down to a science. And I've been using AI to do everything these days, and it takes a fraction of the time while the value is still sky high. So it's an excellent place to be. And let me explain a little bit more about what I mean here. Okay, so imagine an underserved market that's set to grow by 250 billion, or from 250 billion to 500 billion in the next 2 years. All right, double in size. All right, it's exploding. Okay, and this is brimming with high ticket clients that need help with services that you can easily deliver with AI. Okay, and I'll talk more about how to do that exactly here in just a second. All right, so that's the opportunity that's happening right now with the creator economy. Okay, and it's not just influencers. All right, almost tons of local businesses are now adopting creator strategies. That's the whole thing. These guys are getting the audiences right, and they don't know how to monetize them. Okay, so as we speak right now, there's an estimated 50 million creator businesses worldwide, and it's growing super fast, right? This is the new way of doing things, right? Building an audience, becoming a creator, influencer is the popular trend. And this is a way for you as an agency to ride this trend and make a ton of money in the process, all right? So the problem is hardly anybody is helping these folks monetize their expertise and audience properly, all right? They've done the hard part. And this is what I love about creator clients personally, okay? A lot of them have, products, offers, expertise, and most importantly, they've built the audience, right? They have the trust. A lot of times when you work with a client, the hardest part is getting them traffic, right? Not necessarily setting up the conversion funnel, but getting traffic to it. This flips that on the head. They already have the audience. They just need to help you to help them set up the conversion and monetization process, which is really just standard digital marketing services that a lot of us have been, doing for years, right? Low ticket buyer funnel, webinar funnel, email marketing campaign, course and content creation, membership and community setup. That's a big one we'll talk about in a second. Offer creation and monetization, launch and promotion, ongoing growth and optimization retainers, right? Helping them monetize their audience, helping them monetize their list, running affiliate campaigns to related offers, getting sponsorships, whatever it is that they need to do to monetize. And we can analyze all that and figure that out very specifically and create them a package of this stuff, right? You can combine several of these services in a packages worth $2,000 to $10,000 up front, followed by $500 to $2,500 a month in recurring revenue. Or you can turn these deals into 50% of the profit that a lot of times pays 10x by the time it's all said and done what you would have made, right? So, for example, if you would have charged them $2,000 up front for this funnel, but instead you get a 50-50 deal and it ends up grossing 40,000, now you've made 20,000 instead of 2,000, right? And I've had that happen where I made 20,000 from one of these clients in a week. All right. So there's really good money to be made. The opportunity is massive right now and growing fast. And there just isn't enough agencies out there that are actually helping these guys. So the playing field is wide open, right? It's a supply and demand issue. Okay. Communities in particular are skyrocketing in demand, and they have major value. Okay. People are starting to figure out that communities increase retention, recurring revenue, that there's a ton of value to getting them off social media and into their private world, and all that type of stuff, right? So many creators, coaches, consultants, and local businesses already have these audiences, but they don't have a community built around it. They don't have a continuity program built in. They have the attention, but they don't have a system to fully monetize it. And because demand is rising so quickly while supply remains limited, the value is phenomenal. This is one of those timing things, right? Starting to offer communities right now is a lot like offering video marketing 15 years ago, right? It's going to become a staple of everybody's marketing plan for the most part. And right now, a lot of people don't know how to do it. Maybe they can sign up for school, but they have no clue where to go from there, right? So we'll talk about how you can help them with that here in just a second. Community setup and launch services command $1,500 to $7,500 upfront with ongoing management, content, and growth from $500 to $3,000 a month. Okay. And you can have AI help you with almost all of it. All right. So that's the cool part. The crazy part is you can deliver on these packages with AI handling almost all of the fulfillment. All right. Double my slides. Yet the value of these services is still sky high right now, and that is the sweet spot that we are in. Okay, so with almost an endless growing demand of these types of businesses, right, and very few people like you reaching out and saying, "Hey, I can help you." Okay, so this creates an amazing opportunity for smart agencies looking to zig while everybody else is zagging. All right, while everybody else is selling the same services, pitching the same way to the same people, you can go over here to this massively underserved market that still commands high ticket upfront plus recurring for services you can deliver with AI. Well, nobody else even is aware that this is possible or they're paying attention, right? So, like I said, I personally have been working with creators for over 15 years, generating millions of dollars in sales. You can see some of the stats further down on this page, all right? And over the last couple of years, I've become an AI power user, excuse me, with every strategy I use templated for instant replication. And now you can steal my best prospecting strategies. I'll show you the best tools to use, and how to go about that. Sales funnels, frameworks, everything that you might want to deliver to these creators, you can model it the way I would do it and have AI do it for you for pennies on the dollar. Okay, so introducing Creator Agency AI. This is an 8-module masterclass. Helps you find the perfect clients in minutes, break down their online presence, create the perfect service stack, identify the best clients to go after. Like if you want to flip it and sell a specific funnel, then you can go out and find the exact best clients for that. I kind of show you both ways to do that. How to scale it up where you can use prospecting tools, and then you can mass audit, create proposals, and personalize outreach to close deals. All right, and I'll show you my best deal closing strategies as well. You can turn these into revenue share deals for up to 50%. Sell red hot community services for top dollar, and you can use my 3 different GPTs that come with this to deliver the results as well. Okay, so let's go over those now as well. So the first one is the prospecting and sales GPT. Okay, so like I said before, most coaches, creators, they have an audience, but they're leaving gobs of money on the table by not monetizing that audience properly, right? Even if maybe they have a little community, they're not really using it right. Even if they have an autoresponder, where does it go? Even if they have an offer, what's after that, right? Just because they're doing some of it or they've tried does not mean they're doing it like a professional digital marketer would help them set it up, right? So what this helps you do is you can take the profile of any creator, and I show you how to find these profiles in bulk, where you can do it in a spreadsheet and drop those in, and then you can have it identify the best ones you should go after, or you can drop one in individually if you're doing it manually, which sometimes isn't bad either because you can get a look at everything. But you can drop their profile into the GPT, and it'll break down their gaps in their monetization, help you put together the perfect service stack, then create an audit that you can use to close the deal, or send that over or whatever. And once you've got on the call with them and talked with them a little bit or whatever, or whether it's done through message, you can send over a proposal, and all that is created in a second here with the ChatGPT or with the GPT. Okay, so and these come with, I'll note that too, these come with the master prompts. So if you don't want to use ChatGPT, you can use this with Claude, Gemini, Grok, any of the major ones as well. So those are all kind of a bonus. There's some extra bonuses you can see at the bottom of this page, but you can spot opportunities faster, create stronger proposals, structure larger projects, retainers, and revenue share deals. Really, it's like a Swiss Army knife for prospecting. Okay, so it'll walk you through from the very beginning all the way through to deal closed. All right. Then once you've closed the deal, you take that proposal, you dump it into the Creator Service Delivery GPT, and this has all my funnels, like knowledge documents it's backed by a bunch of knowledge documents built into it. So it has everything, my core funnel, and I show you the best way to kind of model that and go out and find clients that are perfect for that. But also anything from a VSL to a webinar to creating a course, membership setup, all of that. Oh, well, actually, that's separate. Excuse me, the communities. But every type of funnel that you might deliver to a creator that I've delivered in the past is all built into here, and you can just drop your proposal in. It'll walk you through creating everything for them in minutes. All right, and you can use whatever tool you like. I talk more about that in the course. as far as like building a landing page or whatever it might be. But this helps you create all of the components and assets that you need. All right. So then the final thing you have is the Community Commander GPT. So this is for setting up a community for any client or for yourself anytime you want to do it, and generating or creating a community that's actually going to generate sales, right? So how to design it from the name, the branding, what platform you should use, strategies to increase retention, customer lifetime value, generate content that leads to sales, events, engagement, create upgrade, referral, and ambassador systems, identify monetization opportunities and revenue leaks, and use AI to manage, grow, and optimize communities for your clients. Okay. And you can use this on unlimited clients. All right. So fantastic value there. You also get the DM selling system. Discover the exact DM conversation framework used to move prospects from casual conversations into qualified opportunities without hard selling or awkward scripts. Okay, so if you come across a client that doesn't have a DM system in place, for example, on Instagram, you can actually just replicate this and set one up for them. So you can take them all the way from DM selling system. If they don't have a lead magnet, we can set that up for them. Landing page, upsells, back end, the whole thing. You can do it all with these 3 GPTs, okay? So everything's included there, and you get several additional bonuses you can see below on this page, okay? But keep in mind, this deal is for a limited time only, and the price will increase throughout the launch. So make sure you jump on this to secure this as the best deal possible. You get the 3 GPTs, the DM selling system, the ACOT module masterclass, the master prompts for all this, so you can use it with any platform that you want. And most importantly, you get my system for finding the best creators, closing deals with them, and then delivering the services using AI. And since you're using my templates, you can have you can ensure that they're going to be successful, right? These aren't just generic chat GPT outputs. These GPTs guide you on what I do for clients. Okay. So, and you can model all of that in your business. And if you want to set up one of these monetization funnels for anything you're doing, right? If you're building audiences on social media, or you have a list that you're not monetizing as well as you can, even if you want to monetize your existing list for your agency better, right? There's a lot of different possibilities with this, but most importantly, the creator economy is exploding right now. These are fantastic clients that need help. They come with high value services that you can charge big money for up front. You can get a percentage of their sales. And part of the reason they're willing to do that sometimes is because it's not as much money down, right? So they don't have to put up, instead of paying you 10 grand up front, they say, okay, I'll give you X percentage of the sales. And I show you how to work these deals in the training. But to them, it seems like a good value, but to you, it's way better money overall. Okay. So, and you can finagle that where it's less money down and a smaller percentage. Like, you can do all that. And I show you how to do that inside the course. Most importantly, though, this is a fantastic way to get started helping creators that need help right now. They're easy to get a hold of. They're easy to work with. They need help monetizing their audiences better. And this is a great way for you to do that. Okay. So make sure you take advantage while you're able to. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the inside. Hope you're doing great out there. Bye for now.